to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I would like to welcome you into our kitchen on this cold afternoon. Man, the wind has been whipping and it's cold, y'all. It is time for me to bust out some of my old recipes and, well, garlic lovers unite. We are making garlic yeast rolls. And when I say garlicky, they are garlicky. So I'm going to get the warm ingredients over here. I've got everything else gathered. Let's have some fun making some yeast rolls. I'll see you here in a bit. Okay, when I say garlic rolls, I mean it. Now, of course, the complete recipe will be in the description box below the video. First, I want to start proofing the yeast. I have a cup of warm milk right around 110 degrees. I want a tablespoon of sugar in there to feed the yeast. Now, if your milk's too hot, your yeast will die. So don't get your milk too hot. You want it just right. And I want a tablespoon of yeast. I think it's fast acting. I can't remember. It's been a while since I bought yeast. I like to stir my yeast in and let it get all happy. Okay, we're going to set that aside. This is simple, easy yeast rolls, and they are so delicious. Okay, I have 3½ cups of all-purpose flour. To that, I'm going to add a tablespoon and a half of dried parsley. If you have fresh parsley, fine, mince it, and add 3 tablespoons. Because fresh, dry, you don't have to use as much. Fresh, you do. And just a little extra. Now, I always add my salt to my flour mix, never to my yeast mix, because salt will kill yeast. So I want a teaspoon of salt, and of course I'm using pink Himalayan. Not only does the salt add to the flavor, but it's a preservative, y'all. Haha, the yeast is proofing already. Okay, make sure it's all mixed very well. And I'll bring you back in about 5 minutes or so when the yeast is good and proofed, and it's time to make some rolls. Oh, before I get going, you're going to want a 9 by 13 casserole dish, buttered very well. Please use butter. Margarine is so bad for you. You can use ghee, just be careful. Ghee can be really strong. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, the yeast is proofing very nicely. Now, there was a little prep work before getting to this stage. In this bowl, I have, and use a very small saucepan, I have 5 tablespoons of melted butter and 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Now for this recipe, you're going to end up needing 3 tablespoons of minced garlic. The other tablespoon comes into play once the rolls are cooked. And I want 1 whole egg. Oh, come on. Oh, it's another one of them weird ones. I'm not used to eggs wanting to crack sideways. Weird. Okay. Stir that, mix that all up really good. Put that into the mix. And make sure you get it all out. Like my shirt says, waste not, want not. Too many people don't scrape things out of their bowls. And as you can see, that yeast is happy. That's what you want to see. You want to see proofed yeast. If your yeast does not proof, it is dead. You need to get more yeast. Now, I'm going to be hand kneading this dough. If you have a countertop countertop mixer, you can do this in your mixer. You want to mix it real good. I'm going to knead it for about 10 minutes or until it gets beautiful and elastic. Oh, it smells good already, y'all. You can definitely smell the butter and the garlic. And of course, these rolls are good with what I'm going to be doing, lasagna. That recipe comes out tomorrow. As I promised poor Junior lasagna for a while, and I'm making good on it. That's why I'm making garlic rolls. Or actually, garlic lovers rolls. These are amazing. Now, like I said, going to need 3 tablespoons of garlic. The other tablespoon is in this bowl, and that will come into use later. And don't worry, as you work it, it will all come together. You might have to use some extra flour if it gets real sticky. And that's why I have a little bit extra here on the side. It's already nice and soft. Oh, the smell is amazing. We'll move that now before I knock it winding. Alright, I'm going to keep kneading for 10 more minutes and I'll bring y'all right back. Okay, you want to knead it until it's good and elastic and soft and beautiful. Now comes the fun part. Cutting it into 12 rolls, and you want to try to get each one the same size. And oh, these smell so good, y'all. I wish y'all could be here and smell this and eat them as well. Oh, and I thankfully did not have to use any extra flour. If you don't have to use extra flour, try not to. Because the extra flour can make them really tough. And if you don't get them all exactly perfect, it's not the end of the world. Thankfully, it's just me and Junior. So guess what? I'm not worried about perfect. Because, believe me, ugly rolls get ate too. We do not discriminate against ugly rolls. The smell is absolutely amazing, y'all. And the good thing about these rolls that I love, you only have to let them rise one time. So they're quick, what's considered quick rolls. And like I said, y'all don't worry yourself to death trying to make them perfect. Just believe me, they're going to eat just as good being not perfect as they are perfect. And anyway, in this world, nothing's meant to be perfect. You do what you can, you do your best. I can't help it. Absolute perfection. That to me is considered vanity. And I don't have time for that crap. Okay, there we go. 12 rolls. Do they look all the same? No, they don't. There's some that's a little healthier than others. And I'm going to steal from this one. Because that guy's just a little too small. Come here, little one. Oh, God, it smells so good. Okay, now, here's the hardest part. You're going to have to let them rise for an hour or two until they are doubled in size. You can cover them with saran wrap or just these beautiful towels that flour sack towels I was blessed with. Thank you, Owl's family. All right, I'm going to let them rise. I'm going to check them in about an hour because this yeast I use is crazy yeast. You have to watch things carefully, even when it's proofing. So I'll bring y'all back because there's one step before we put them in the oven, and I'll bring you back for that. See you here in a bit. Okay, they have doubled in size. Ta-da! Especially this one. All right, I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. All right, you're going to want to crack an egg. And you want to beat it really good. I have no clue where my pastry brushes are. I don't know if they got stolen or if they're still packed in a tub. This is an old trick. You just take a paper towel and gently, you don't want to roughhouse them. Gently brush the egg yolk on top. Or the egg on top. You work with what you have and you make it work. This is an old trick here. And make sure you get all of that surface covered, but doing it gently so you don't deflate your rolls. One thing I didn't say is you can double, triple, quadruple the recipe batch, especially if you're like doing family Thanksgiving dinner. And that way you can make a big batch of rolls at once. Okay, another trick is if you don't use up all your beaten egg, you can put it in a freezer Ziploc bag, freeze it until you need to brush some more rolls with scrambled egg. Okay, like I said, 350-degree preheated oven, and they're going to bake for 25-30 minutes or until the tops are really pretty and golden brown. See you back here in just a little bit because we got another step to do while the rolls are baking. All right, like I said, it's called Garlic Lovers Yeast Rolls for a reason. And like I said, small saucepan. I got 4 tablespoons of salted butter. That's why I haven't added much salt or anything, because I use salted butter. To the 4 tablespoons of butter, we're going to add a tablespoon, maybe a little more. Let your food be your medicine. Tablespoon of fresh minced garlic. And we're going to want 2 teaspoons of parsley. Now you can use fresh parsley if you have it. And I'm going to take this over to the stovetop, let the butter melt, saute the garlic for a little bit till it's cooked and tender. And we'll use this to baste the top of the rolls when they come out of the oven. So when the rolls are done, I'll see you back. Just make sure you have this ready to go when your rolls are done. Okay, they are done. They are beautiful. Now, about 3/4 of the way through, the tops started getting brown faster than I wanted them to, and the bottoms weren't getting brown. So I put aluminum foil on top, put it back in the oven, let it bake a little bit longer so the sides and the bottom could get good and brown. Now, what you wanted to do is melt that butter and just gently saute your garlic in it until your garlic was translucent. And we're going to spread that all over top of them rolls. Like I said, garlic lover rolls. Don't worry about it rolling down the side because the bottom of them rolls are going to suck it up, suck that butter up. I am a firm believer in letting your food be your medicine. You eat good, your body will show it. And garlic is very good for you. Parsley is extremely good for you. I remember back when you used to get sprigs of fresh parsley, which are, if you went out to dinner, you got fresh parsley, a lot of people would just, not eat it. You don't realize parsley helps your body digest food better. And it's good for cleansing the breath as well. It ain't strong enough for the garlic, I'll tell you that much. But And you just drizzle what's left of the butter. Don't waste none of it. These are going to be so good with the lasagna and salad tonight. Look at that. Let me let you look at it real close. Get a bird's eye view. Look at those beautiful golden brown dinner rolls, y'all. Garlic lover dinner rolls. Simple, easy, homemade, and yes, you can do it as well. Uh-oh, owl's hiding. You can do it as well. It's not hard to make yeast spread. Simple, easy. And I'll have all the ingredients in the description box below the video. I hope you'll try these rolls out because I know for a fact that they're delicious. And I am so happy to be able to make them again. Everyone, y'all take care. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Continue to stock up your pantry with foods that will nourish and sustain you. Baking supplies especially. Medicinals that will heal you. Garlic, parsley. Butter's good for you too because it's natural. Protection of all kinds, and above all else, the bare essentials to survive on. Everyone, take care, stay safe, stay sound, keep your eyes and ears open, y'all. I'll see you in my next video. Hoot, hoot. Mwah. Love y'all, and I'll see you soon.